Autism is a developmental disorder characterized by persistent problems in social communication and interaction across multiple contexts, along with restricted and repetitive patterns of behavior, interests, or activities. People with autism have deficits in nonverbal communicative behaviors used for social interaction, ranging, for example, from poorly integrated verbal and nonverbal communication to abnormalities in eye contact and body language, or deficits in understanding and use of gestures to a total lack of facial expressions and nonverbal communication. People with autism also have restricted repetitive patterns of behavior, interests, or activities, for example, continuous spinning of the pinwheel. Some people with autism exhibit self-injury because it suggests the person lacks stimulation. The more classic harming behaviors within autism would include actions like hand biting, head banging, hitting fists on self or objects, excessive picking, or scratching.
I've always seen him in the hallways. We're both from the same college, College of Science from UST. And actually, today is the first time I get to talk with him and have an interview. So let's get to know more about him.
I am Alan. I am a third year applied mathematics student at University of Santo Tomas, and I also work as an ESL tutor for Job Philippines, the largest online ESL provider in Japan.
What makes you special?
Given that I've overcome a lot of things despite the fact that I have autism and all that, maybe that's what makes me special, I suppose. There are multiple instances, or multiple things that can be considered autism. So it's not exactly a singular condition. It's more like a collection of conditions that, when combined together, can define a person with autism. And thus people say that it's a spectrum.
So, can you give us examples of the behaviors you have that you notice that you have that qualifies you?
I sometimes hurt myself when I'm extremely frustrated.
I see.
And I also have difficulty relating to my peers in terms of cultural matters. And I also have difficulty on picking up social cues.
What would you like people to know about autism? The misconceptions.
First of all, autistic is not an insult, to be honest. For me, I don't care because, well, I know it's not your fault that you don't know what it actually means, but for others who have autism, it does hurt. It does hurt and it does offend them. So please do your research. Okay, and second, although we love to say that we live in our own worlds and we are our own universes, it doesn't necessarily mean that we are unwilling to reach out to you. That's not true.
What would be your message for other people with autism?
You are a person as much as everyone else is. You are not less of a person because you have autism. And you are not a second-class person. You never deserve to be treated like this.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Alan proving to you and telling you that autism does not define people. It is true that Alan has autism, but autism does not have it. Thank you so much for the interview, Alan.